What are you doing, John?
Getting naked, man.
Why?
I don't know how.
He comes over to me. He goes, "Can you help me with something?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." He goes, "I'm gonna get naked."
I said, "Don't worry, I'm not gonna wear clothes."
Yeah, don't worry, I'm not gonna wear clothes. Like, all right, really? He goes, "No, I'm not kidding at all."
This is like the third thing in a row, like 3 weeks in a row, where I've been like, "Hey, let's do this bit where I don't wear clothes." Yo, just so you know, 100% this hat is gonna fall and you're gonna see my face.
Yo, yeah, I know, I'm seeing it. Oh my god, that's so bad.
Oh, this is cold. This is.
Welcome. We got a big show for you. No guest on the show, so it's just gonna get weird, weirder than usual. Feidelberg's under the weather, so you know that gets weird.
I took medicine.
Oh, so you're gonna get loopy?
Like Dayquil.
Oh, okay.
I don't feel good. I don't have good.
I think you're like the opposite. Like medicine like hurts you. Like it's like Dayquil, your body.
Dude.
Like, I don't like this. It's like nutrients.
I only accept poison.
Yes, exactly. I got to give a shout out, and I think I might be the only one doing it. I got to give a shout out to Urban Meyer.
Oh no, I'm with you. No, I'm
okay,
with you.
yeah.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
this guy.
Hell yeah.
There's two scenarios going on in my mind right now. One is he's the only guy in the world that I think it's actually possible that it's like a true, like the conspiracy theory is legitimate. That he's like sabotaging his job, he wants out, and he wants to go to USC. Everybody else, it's kind of like, no, that's just like you're connecting too many dots. That's too far-fetched.
Does he have any connections to USC, or is it just like
it's just that it's a crown jewel, and it opened up, and you know he wants to go back to college, and like, but that's what he does. He has done that a couple times before, and that quote he had a couple weeks ago to Vic Fangio is like the most.
Bam every week.
Yeah, like I'm so in over my head. I feel like I'm playing Alabama every week. That's like as fucking damning as it gets. You're 0-4. Trevor Lawrence is obviously not like firing out of a cannon good, but it's like, you know, he's got to take more time than that. But all of that shit, it's like he would probably push through it, but then all of a sudden USC opens up. So I could see that being the case. Or the other option is that he's just like, I'm Urban fucking Meyer and I don't give a shit. Because it's like, fire me, then I will go there. Don't fire me, and then like I'm good to go. You know what I mean? He's almost like bulletproof at that point.
Oh, I don't think the issues here lie with his job. I think that job. I don't think he's getting fired from that job. You can't fucking give a guy the reign. I think his salary is $13 million a year.
Yeah,
you can't give him four weeks and fire someone
because he was like drunk at a bar.
That's insane.
But that's why I hope he is sabotaging himself, and I hope this is like phase 1, and I hope phase 2 is like he has
just
like
shits and showers.
Phase two, he's gonna like slap a ball boy or something in the face. Phase 3, I hope it's like he's trying to get fired and they won't do it. I hope this is like me at Deloitte, and it's just like, what do I got to do to get fired here? And eventually he's like, do I need to drop an N-bomb? Do I need to go on tape saying a racial slur?
It ends. It's
yeah.
just the N-word at the press conference.
That's it. That's how you do it. But it's either that or he is just like, I don't give a fuck, and I'm just going to... I mean, you got to be an idiot.
But he shouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, no.
No, like... I feel like I'm more on his defense team here than you are.
That he's just like, this is a non-story.
Bro, this is a complete... There's cheating, and then there's some shit you wish your wife didn't see. And this right here is some shit you wish your wife didn't see.
And then there's like, I'm a fucking legendary college and now professional football coach. This doesn't even register.
No, I'm not even bringing that into the occasion, Kevin. Into the situation. Into the situation. Here's a situation. I'm not even bringing that to the situation. This motherfucker could be a newspaper salesman on the corner of the street. He could work for the post office. We could make sandwiches. He could be a Subway sandwich artist. I don't fucking care. This shit is okay.
Unless
he took her home and fucked her.
Have you seen?
Because guess what? If we want to fucking put the shoe on the other foot, and there's some fucking dude fucking shaking that ass all over some woman, he's a harasser.
Yeah. A harasser.
He's a harasser.
He's a raper.
She just sit at the bar minding her own business. What's he doing shaking all that ass over there? But that's Urban's just hanging out at Urban's bar.
At his own bars.
At any place you think you don't get fucking snitched on.
That's why part of me was like, I think he might be sabotaging himself. Because how does Urban Meyer have an embarrassing video leak from Urban Meyer's Pint House? That's got to be like some Chappelle shit. Like you go to
a shit name for a bar.
Well, who cares? Just like, yeah,
Meyer's
like that. If you're in Columbus, it should be called Urban Meyer's Bar. You know what I mean? If you're like, that's what the draw is gonna be. That should be some Chappelle shit. Like you got to put your Urban's here tonight. Everyone's got to put their phones in like a case. You're not allowed to film what goes on now. The alternate angle that came out yesterday, where you just see him just giving a little boop, 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 little goose action.
Well, that's a little like, get out of here. hey,
Scram, get out.
Scram, exactly what I was just about to do. Scram, get out of here.
Yeah. Well, because you know what? All the videos I saw were him doing this move, where you're sitting but standing.
Yeah.
You're sitting on the stool but you're standing, and she's the one invading his space, and then every now and then he goes, get out.
I don't know where he's from, but he definitely talks like a Southern football coach now. Go on, get. Yeah.
Now those.
Would you rather throw up anytime someone says McDonald's or wear a fedora for the rest of your life, and if anybody asks about it, you have to say, I like the way it looks. I fucking hate fedoras. I'd probably throw up anytime someone says McDonald's, because if you think about it, like, when was the last time someone said McDonald's? But you know what you couldn't do? You couldn't tell someone that you throw up every time you say McDonald's, because then you get some prick.
McDonald's.
Like a man.
I'm in the gym way too much, dude. When was the last time someone said McDonald's?
I haven't heard the word McDonald's in forever. Honestly, you know what that card should have said? It should have said Chick-fil-A. Then I would have had to think about it.
Kevin, however, speaking of this crazy season, I have to make this known. Would you say that this was a very crazy year? Almost like a curse.
I feel like I know where this ends, but yes, I would say this is a crazy year.
It was cursed, right? When Uncle Stevie comes in, you thought it was going to wipe
I'm
out all
not
the
going
world
to jerk off and jump off a bridge.
On June 18th, 2020, at KFC Barstool wrote, if Pete Alonso goes for 50-120, I'll come myself and then jump off a bridge. Frank the Tank, in that same time frame, said, if Pete Alonso hits 50 home runs, I will do the polar bear plunge. Frank the Tank, the man who has been disparaged, his name has been rubbed dirt on this podcast, went out there on January 1st and fucking went into the ocean, took the plunge.
Now wait. Frank the Tank put like his fucking shins in the water. If I can get some sort of a subsidized version of coming myself and jumping off a bridge, I will do the same thing. How,
Kevin,
dude? It's not that I don't want to do this. It's how can I do this without ending up on a list somewhere?
I don't know, but that's not I would take this burden off you. I've actually thought about it. It's like, I'll do the coming part. Who gives a shit? And then the bridge. But then that's not like a soul for a soul thing. This isn't Vormir Run. We're talking, this is the baseball gods. They might strike us with harsher penalties. That Steve Cohen might just disappear off the earth if I take this burden off your back. There's nothing in the world I want to do more. But after seeing this season unfold the way it did, we can find a bridge that's not high. Coming here, Frank the Tank. Yes, Frank's little tootsies were not having a good time in that cold water. Even if it was just up to his shins, I'm asking you to come yourself, which is the best feeling on earth, and just fall off a fucking short little bridge. That's all you have to do. And I'm not asking you to do it for me.
We'll get you those little ones that they put the porcelain ducks on.
Yes.
The little ones they put little porcelain ducks on in the garden.
Now, again, do not piss off the baseball guy.
I can find a little bridge. That's not what I'm worried about. I just don't know how to come myself on camera.
No, you don't have to do it. It's like Dave didn't come himself in the challenge, right?
Okay, well, yeah. If I can truly 100% fake it like Dave did, I'll fucking do it.
Kev, that's the other thing. This is KFC Radio, Kev. You don't fake your comes. You don't fake your comes when you're fucking telling your stories. You do all this crazy shit you say on there. I need you to do that. I need you to do it. Kyle, everyone listening, Mets fans, Mr. Met, Mrs. Met. Do you need her to plead to you to fucking come yourself? I'll get in touch with Mrs. Met. Whatever needs to be done. I cannot have this curse go into this season.
Oh, man. I mean, no one ever, I don't mean to brag on myself here, but no one ever on the field, I took over a game. Like my team was losing. We're down by 32 points. Why are you fucking grinning, dude? Why are
it's
you
bringing
grinning?
a tear
Show
to my
fucking
eye.
respect.
It's just
My
so
team was down by
amazing.
32 points, and people in that town. I mean, they're old, they're fucking white, so they're just fat, and their life sucks, and they looked for some kind of enjoyment, and their team is getting the fuck beat out of them. And when that game, I don't mean to get emotional. I'm sorry. When that halftime starts, and you see me and the band come out, and it's a bunch of white people, so obviously not very good. And you see me come out, and I'm fucking flipping across that field. That is what I want to say changed my town, because we went through a bunch of traumatic things, and I brought us together as people. And I'm very proud of that. And, Rocky the Panther, I used to say, come get this Wildcat, and that's what matters. So, yeah.
You want to pause for a minute and compose yourself?
Sorry. I didn't know we were going to get emotional on here.
I didn't know that was gonna happen either.
Sorry.
That's what it's about though. Just people helping people,
Fuck, man, I'm sorry, dude.
But
It's just we've been through a lot in our town. We
What
dealt
happened?
with desegregation.
Start.
Can I tell you how much nothing's confirmed? I don't even know if we're actually a part of the festival.
No.
Like there's a big poster. I don't know if we're on it. The Gramercy Theater. Nick was like, I don't know if the Gramercy Theater's a part of it. I don't know if we're even in it, John.
Why?
We might just be bootlegging our way into the festival.
Well, people have told us we're in the festival.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going with what I was told.
I'm not going. I didn't invent the idea.
I didn't
Someone
make
called
this
me
up.
and said, "Do you want to be in it?" I said, "Sure."
That's what I'm saying.
What more do I have to do?
It's like, can we just get on the fucking poster? God damn it! But we're in it. Or maybe we're not. But we got
Feels
a live
like
show
we're not
Fri-
in it, if we're being honest here.
But we got a show Friday night.
This is all news to me,
Yeah.
and it all feels like we're not in this fucking thing.
Absolutely. I don't think we're in it.
All right. I don't know if we have the budget for the fire breathers anymore.
Kidney Person is a tale. I'm going to try to condense it as much as I can.
It's tough.
It is convoluted, but I'll do my best here. So, this woman decides she wants to donate a kidney. Right off the bat, this is insanity. She donates a kidney
She's a bad person.
to the ether.
Right away,
To
bad
nobody.
person.
It's not like she has
If you-
a sibling, a parent, a child who's a match. She just said, take my kidney in case somebody matches and needs it.
If you've ever done that, if you've ever donated a kidney
For no reason.
you're a terrible person.
You're doing it for yourself.
You're an absolute
Somebody
scumbag.
I said that. I said everyone.
Scumbag.
Said everyone involved in this story is the worst people alive. And someone said anybody who donates a kidney is not the worst. Can't be the worst person alive.
Yes,
I
no,
said,
you
yes,
absolutely can.
And
How do you know?
And she
You don't know
proved it.
who's getting. Look, obviously, if you donate an organ to, and let's not limit it to kidney, any organ, any organ, right? If you donate an organ to someone you know, someone you love, obviously, very selfless act, very nice.
Yeah.
You don't know who's getting. You might have just saved a white
serial killer.
supremacist.
Sure.
You might have just saved a horrible racist.
You could have just saved the next Adolf Hitler.
You
for all
didn't
we know.
even
We're gonna
ask
read-
to meet the person.
We're gonna read a textbook fucking 30, 40 years from now when this genocidal maniac. The book says he actually almost died when he was
But
18.
Dawn saved his life.
A random kidney was floating on the fucking market for someone to use.
Scumbag!
So she not only does this because she said that she had some trauma when she was a child and that she actually connected with strangers better than people she knew, aka I don't have any fucking friends. So then she donates this kidney. She is also a writer. Everyone in this story is a writer. Now, that's important because we're talking like capital W. Like you and I, for a time, we were writers, but we weren't writers.
But we were fucking bit more writers than Dawn was.
Absolutely, we're better writers, but these people, the people who identify
Dawn,
as writers.
This whole article, they're fucking talking about this place, Grub Street.
Grub Street and
it's-
Chunky Monkeys.
Like fucking Grub Street is, I don't know, whatever place Shakespeare wrote at. Like I don't know where writers congregate, but Grub Street sounds like a restaurant.
You would've
where
thought-
you guys met and had some fucking salads and
thought
talked
that
about
was-
writing.
I thought at first it was a
might
Grubhub.
be, I don't know.
I know. They talk about this little collective of writers as if it was like the old haunt where Hemingway and J.D. Salinger and all these people like met up and drank. Like
Right.
it was a fucking online blog that nobody read, and this chick ends up sending out emails and connecting to people because she wasn't getting enough attention and credit for donating her kidney. She was saying, I thought you guys run this empathetic, inclusive network and website and crew club, but yet none of you have remarked about my overly generous, incredible move,
Kevin,
that I donated.
At one point, Dawn, what was the right?
Sonia, I think?
Sonia.
It was Larson and Dawson.
Yeah. So at one point, Dawson.
I just say kidney person and the other girl.
Kidney person emails the other girl and says, did you hear about the kidney I donated last year?
She goes, also the way she worded it, like, you heard that I donated a kidney, right?
Yeah.
And then that girl's forced to write back, like, yes, I did.
How selfless of you.
And that's, like, really nice. And she goes on to be like, no one's giving me credit for my incredibly selfless act. Now,
by the way, let's also make note of this. This woman, kidney person, she's the one who pitched this idea.
Right.
So she is so delusional and so fucking psychotic and so evil that she thought the world, and so narcissistic, if I may say, that she thought the world will be on my side. I have to let everyone know.
For years, John. This all happened in like 2016, 17, 18.
15, I think
She's
it
been
started.
pitching this article and this story to people for years. Finally, the New York Times runs with it, and she thought it was going to be like, I am Dawn, the fucking medical Marvel hero, and instead you're just kidney person.
I worked on a boat that was, we do tours of Narragansett
You didn't do
Bay.
tours, you just got drunk on a boat.
And it was, but like, I also, I also worked for tips, so I would mingle with the customers. So I wasn't like, I didn't have like a fucking
So you
megaphone.
were Vince Vaughn from the break.
He had this
Yeah. But I didn't have that
the
thing.
lighthouse over here, and on your right you'll see.
I made up everything.
Yeah.
If you ever got a tour on the flyer in Narragansett Bay, and I told the fucking people below me, I tell them all my stories too, like, people eat this shit up. None of it's true. Like, Die Another Day was filmed at a house right there.
Seriously.
I don't have any idea where that movie was filmed.
Oh, that's
First,
fun.
you could see a church behind. Oh, I mean, none of it makes any sense to you guys, but
You're just making up your own.
dude,
fucking
JFK, the Hammersmith Farms, where JFK and Jackie O lived.
Yeah.
I said Jackie O drew in crayon how she wanted the house to be built, and her dad just built it.
What? That's not true.
It's a great tidbit. It's a great tidbit.
I would tell, if I heard that from somebody, I would be like, oh my God.
Yeah,
can't
exactly.
believe
That's
Jackie
what-
O.
absolutely.
Wait,
I
so
told this
far
to
in
people
advance
for
is drawing
3
crayon.
straight summers. Thousands of people.
It
I told
really
these
is
stories
like
to.
That's
it's like a
unreal.
psychological thing there. If you give somebody even a smidge of the appearance of authority, the public will believe it. Like if I wear a fucking reflective vest and tell you something, you're probably like, oh, well, that guy knows what he's talking about. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Well, I would have a drink in my
microphone, you'll listen to
hand,
me.
Kevin. I wasn't wearing shoes and I had a beer in my hand.
So you went to USC, #1 film
I
school.
went to USC, #1 film school.
Right.
And I had an entertainment industry minor. Not a big deal.
Okay, so you are, what you're
But-
telling me is you are a educated movie expert.
You're looking at, like, none of you guys went to #1 film school with an entertainment
Right.
industry
And
minor.
so what class in your undergrad minor taught you that you get fucked for real in movie sex scenes?
Intro to TV. It was intro to television.
Intro to television, like syllabus week. Topic number 1. They fuck
They
for real.
fuck for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that didn't happen.
No, but there was one person she was a director. So like I'm talking to real directors again. Just
Nothing that us peasants have ever done
nothing
here.
that you guys went.
Yeah.
So it's like I actually am the most credible source in the room.
Right.
But she was saying that during the sex scene, it's making me so uncomfortable that whatever. During the sex scene, they like get everybody out of the room, so it's just the camera person, and I guess now that
They fluff them up, just get them ready to fuck.
They give them their own space, and
Sure.
then they let them do
Well,
their
it's still
thing.
like a weird
But
intimate
I
thing
guess
you're doing.
Now that I'm thinking she never said that there's penetration.
Because there never
But
is.
it's so pointless to not have, I feel like it's more effort to not penetrate than just to
Just fuck them.
Just,
What's the big deal?
I just don't think, if obviously consensual,
Yeah.
it's just
You might as well make a movie
you might
real.
as well just make them instead of
Yeah, but
dry
remember we
humping
talked
each
about this, how
other.
it doesn't really look like the same.
Yeah, but it doesn't really look the same, but Does it? So how do they not, like, do they just have to, like,
What?
like, take their, like, how do they not?
Yeah, they have various things that you wear that, like, they're, like, nude colored or whatever. There's a thing called a merkin that you wear that has, like, hair, and it's a whole thing.
It doesn't need to happen if you
Just fuck.
My version makes more sense.
Facts.
No, it's not.
Are you telling me you thought during movies every sex scene is real sex?
No, not like every sex scene, but there is some where it's like that's blatantly just like.
Like what? Tell me what sex scene you thought was real penetration.
I don't know. That like 50 Shades.
No one's actually
There's,
getting penetrated.
Like, this one. What? Okay. No, I knew that. Wait, but I don't understand. I thought it's not like illegal. It's like if you're like signing.
There's like one movie that was like in France where they actually had sex, but it's like it was like an independent film and it was a big to do about it. They're not actually fucking, Jackie.
No, but I thought it was like obviously they give them a choice. But then
No.
Okay.
No.
Don't repeat that I said this. Wait. Okay. What about
You know, it's up to you guys. You really want to fuck. You know, they should, to be honest. Yeah, I'd be down with that.
Say, it's like I just feel like at that point, like it's just torture for them.
Well,
it's like why don't they just like if they're like
what if
consenting?
they don't want to have sex?
No, exactly. So then they say no, but it's like if you're having like
Also,
sex scene,
you gotta understand that like they gotta like get the shots and like all this shit. It's, like,
yeah,
can't
that's true.
see
You
real
can't just
sex.
like
Oh, Jacqueline.
Yesterday she texted me, goes, "Can you get my laptop while you're up?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Where is it?" She goes, "I don't know."
The camera's back out now again. Did you not make the connection that people who fuck on camera are porn stars?
Now I am making that connection as soon as you brought that up. But technically, it's like there's. This is what again. This is one of those things where it's like the more I talk about, the less I stand by my original thought. But like I do think that I stand by my. It doesn't make sense for them to just not fuck on camera.
But I did want to ask you, because we did bring up The Sopranos and some of these other shows. They just did the prequel for Many Saints in Newark. And I know that, there's been Mayans and spin-offs and whatnot with Sons, but has there ever been any chatter of any sort of prequel, sequel, reunion, movie, spin-off, whatever, beyond Mayans? I know a lot of people didn't survive the show, but the ones that did, is there talk?
Yeah, there has been, and I got to tell you, like Tommy Flanagan, who played Chibs, and me, Tig, we were the only two leads that survived that show. All the other 8 were gone. They're gone. Sorry, spoiler alert, but too bad.
Well, that's on you at this point if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, too bad. Anyway, we're the only two leads, so they thought, what can we? And then the Mayans came along real quick. They got on Tommy, came on as a president. I've always made this known to anyone who wants to listen that I will come back as somebody, but it's all about the writing for me. I'm not just going to go to say hi, to sit on a chair, to smoke a cigarette and have 3 lines just to come back. That I have no interest. But if they wanted to do a camera move in a back alley, and it's the last show of season 3, and it's moving down the back alley, and it comes up over a gnarly dog, and there's a kitchen, and there's a back, and it says Sons of Anarchy on the back of a Reaper, and it's me with my fucking hair throwing a beer bottle against the wall, and Tommy's yelling at me because we have to do something. And then the show ends, and then you start next season with 4 or 5 shows, just an arc, then call me. But unless it's something like that, I have no. So listen.
You just wrote it, bro.
I was gonna say, as the picture you just painted, I'm in.
Let's go.
Yeah, right. I mean, right.
Sign up Kurt. Sign up somebody. Let's make that exact scene.
No, and everyone talked about that, but I think the Mayans was big for everybody at FX, and it should be. It's its own show. It's its own thing, and so we wish them all the best on that. But as far as a prequel or me and Tommy coming back or DL or any of these guys, who knows?
We'll wrap up with this. What do you think? Was there a plan B? Or was there like a fallback, a fail-safe?
I mean,
or what do you think?
No, there really wasn't. I was like, I'm doing this, but I'm not.
All right,